1981, I think I started my practice, and in that era, there was no concept of financial advisor or anybody who would come to you. We always looked up to our dads and moms and uncles and aunties to tell us what to do with your savings. So after meeting all my moderate needs, what were small savings I put aside, I didn't know what fetched me more. So we just the conventional, the fixed deposit or investment here and there. But today I realized that we do have advisors like MFA, and I'm so happy to meet somebody like Meena and Chanda at MFA who make a big difference in my life. So I was very fortunate to meet them, and over the last few years that I've been involved with them, I must say that there is somebody who cares for the growth in a structured manner, and they also are helpful enough to step in whenever there is need for me for an expense coming up. Within 24 hours I have that money ready, only because they advised me to work on goals. And I believe that if you work on goals, it's only a matter of time before the goals get realized without getting stressed out, without stretching yourself too much. I, as a dentist, need some funds, sometimes planned, sometimes on the spur of the moment, to get in an equipment. And then where do I look for the funds? Thanks to the structured goal-based investment, I could invest X amount per month, but that is going into different baskets. And what I had to do now is to just seek the help of MFA, and they would then go to the concerned basket which said equipments or growth in profession, and pulled out those required funds. So I got it from there. This, I felt, was far better than the earlier mode where I used to look left, right, center, up, down, everywhere. Where do I get these funds from? I had to break an FD, and I looked for borrowings, short-term borrowings, high rate of interest, and all that. Most of the grandfathers, we are so close to our grandsons. So I have a grandson, and when I had this particular desire that is it possible that I set aside something for my grandson, and of course the answer that came out of MFA was very clear, that you should, and you should do it in a manner where progressively you can keep on adding to it, and at all important landmarks in his life you can also retrieve it depending upon what the need is. So I think this structured investment for the third generation is so important, and it makes me feel good as a grandfather. You know, in our profession, we all reach an age where we think, okay, who is going to take over from me? In some cases, we are fortunate, we are blessed to have own children. I am blessed. I have a son who went to US and specialized in the field of periodontology and planned to return to India, along with his wife, who is also a periodontist. There are cases where probably your children may not be in your own specialty or in a position to run your practices, but you may look at a very worthy successor. And when we talk about a succession plan, what goes into it? I never realized that there's so much into it. It's not as easy as to just handing over the baton and saying that please step in and take over the practice. This is where I thought an educated advisor, an informed advisor like MFA, who facilitated this through their partners, helped us a lot. And I must say that after repeated sittings and discussions, both my son and myself are completely comfortable with what they have explained to us, and then it's left to us how best to tweak it to our comfort zone and go ahead in this succession plan. But I must say that all of us, whether you have somebody in your family or you look for outside your family, succession is the key, because there will be a time when you have reached a peak, you want to do something else. This will allow you to achieve it.